With the summer winding down and getting back into the rhythm of school, the promise of fall and apples and pumpkin patches are just on the horizon. So to get ready for this season, we're going to celebrate with a classic Southern dessert with a little bit of a twist, a bourbon apple crisp. This has all the cozy flavors of fall and is a sweet treat I know you'll love. Let me show you how to make it. To begin this recipe, we're going to start with the oat topping. So to a large bowl, we're going to add half a cup of old-fashioned oats, half a cup of flour, a fourth of a cup of brown sugar, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix that all together with a fork till it's all really good and combined. And then we're going to cube up some really cold butter. This is a half a stick of butter. I like to slice it a couple slices in one direction, then I flip it over, do the same thing in the other direction, and then I turn it around and slice it into tiny cubes. This gives you a really easy size to go ahead and get you started in cutting it into that oat crumble. So after we've cubed it, we're going to add it straight into the bowl, and then we'll take a pastry cutter and finish incorporating it into this crumble. You want it to be about a pea-sized consistency, so it takes a little bit to get there, but it'll start to come together and be a nice crumbly texture. And next up is the apple part. We're going to use 6 large Granny Smith apples. I'll go ahead and peel them, and then I like to slice them in half and then in quarters, and then I will core the middle out from there. Then I like to take my knife and just thinly slice them. You can use a mandolin for this step to get them all even, but a knife works just as well. Just try and get them about the same thickness throughout, and then we're gonna add that to a large mixing bowl. Once those are peeled and all ready to go, we're gonna squeeze the juice of half a lemon over the apples and then give them a good toss. And the next thing we're gonna add is a quarter cup of bourbon, a quarter cup of brown sugar, a quarter cup of white sugar, a tablespoon of flour, about a teaspoon or so of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a fourth of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. Take a wooden spoon and gently give that a stir until all of the apple slices are evenly coated in that delicious sugary bourbon mixture. Then we're gonna pour those apples into a greased 9x9 baking dish, and then go ahead and spread them out evenly. And then from here, all that's left to do is top it with that delicious oat crumble, spread it all over the top, make sure it's all even, and then we're gonna pop that in a preheated oven at 350 degrees, and then we're gonna bake it for about 40 to 45 minutes or until the top is slightly golden brown and around the edges the apple filling is nice and bubbly. Let it cool about 5 to 10 minutes before you scoop it out to serve so that it's not super hot, and it just has this scent and flavor of the beginning of the holidays with the brown sugar and the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit tart from the Granny Smith apples, and then that oat topping gives us just the right amount of crunch to make this the perfect fall dessert all the way around. Don't forget to serve this with a big scoop of cold vanilla ice cream for the perfect hot and cold pairing. For the full recipe, head on over to KentuckyLiving.com. Everything that you need to know can be found there. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen this month, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all very soon. Bye-bye.